Welcome back, Junkie Junksters. My name's Stoney Baloney, and on this week, it's the 420 episode. This question's on you, though. Is Cordell high? All right, welcome.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Junk House. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, because, like, the double meaning.
Because, like,
Yeah.
when
Don't
people are
you-
listening to this, yesterday was 420.
It's a little double. It's
Classic.
a little double entertainment.
I don't like being a liar. So I'm going to go ahead and head it off in the beginning and say, I am high. And then I'm also going to say, I'm not high.
Schrodinger's
so that
high.
way, whatever happens, I win.
Yeah. I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and place my bets now as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet that Cordell is high,
Mm.
and that at the 30-minute mark of the episode, he's gonna do something that maybe makes it a little bit more obvious.
That's a very specific time. So
Exactly.
we'll see.
Somewhere within the 30 to 31 minute mark, okay?
Wow. I can't even plan that far ahead.
Yeah, I'm predicting that Wilder is actually going to be high. He's the high one.
Yes.
I can go ahead and guarantee you that Wilder's not high, because the time he acts the most high is when we give him melatonin, and he just
Mm.
passes out on the couch, and he just gone.
I mean, that is completely fair.
Basically, if there's a thunderstorm outside, he's getting a melatonin. Or, and please do not get at me for this because I've researched it and it's completely safe. If he's being a butthole and I don't want to deal with him, getting a melatonin.
Well, I always say there's no high like the most high.
Amen.
Empire State.
Amen.
Yes.
That's Stoney Baloney. Oh, oops. I'm Stoney Baloney. That Stoney
What?
Baloney voice did something
Get it
to
together.
something to my throat.
Get it together.
You're Stoney?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have pulled back the curtain this fast. Kind of keep
What
the
are you
illusion a
gonna
little bit
tell me?
longer.
What are you going to tell me next? That Cordell is John Normal Man?
Who?
Oh, you haven't met John yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
He's
no,
it's okay.
yeah. No, don't worry about
Where was I?
it. I think you went outside for a minute. I don't know.
I do go outside sometimes. That's true.
That is
Don't know.
Objectively true fact, I go outside occasionally.
I also go out. I go outside too.
You shut up.
No, but I do go outside sometimes. I went outside yesterday for.
Prove it.
Me too.
I didn't actually go outside
What? Oh my
yesterday.
God.
I'm sorry. I thought I could fool you guys, but I can't.
I was about to have a relatable outside moment with you, but
No.
I
I'm-
lied.
No. Do you want to know something kind of funny?
Yeah.
A couple days ago. So just to fill you guys in, my car does not work currently. So when Olivia goes to work,
You're home.
I'm just at home. I'm at home. So, and sometimes she'll come home at lunch and then I'll go out, take her back to work, go out for the afternoon, do some stuff like that. But most of the time I'm just at home. I'm chilling. And you know what?
Nice.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It really does not bother me. I am an introverted person. But the other day, Olivia was like, I don't understand how you don't spend all your fun money so fast. And I said, because I can't leave the house.
I've got nowhere to go.
Yeah. Where am
I
I
watch-
Bandit?
I watch a lot of YouTube. Do you want to know everything that has happened in the past 3 weeks of Good Mythical Morning starring Rhett and Link? Because I can probably tell you. Because that is I haven't watched today's yet, but
What's your favorite of the ones you've seen in those 3 weeks?
Recently they have been doing this thing called Scornhole, which is like cornhole, but they try and throw their bags based off things they think their audience dislikes to get the most points. So it's like worst pizza topping, worst flavor of candy. And I think it is very fun because you can never tell if they're going to be good at the game or horrible at the game. And it's not predictable at all. It's very fun. You know what? Rhett and Link, I'm going to say it because I don't think anybody else is saying it on the internet. They're pretty fun guys.
They're pretty great. I like them.
They're pretty fun.
I was going to say, come on the show. I thought that's what you were about to say.
Yeah,
you know what?
Come on the show, Rhett.
I would actually love for them to.
I would love that. Do I think we could get them on the show?
Not yet.
No, not yet. What I think we could
give us 2 weeks.
Who I think we could get is probably one of their writers, which I feel like is almost a better get comedically.
True. Fair.
So if you listen to this podcast and you have written for Rhett and Link, or you know someone that writes for Rhett and Link, or you want to kidnap somebody that writes for Rhett and Link and tie them to a chair in front of a microphone and tell them to be funny for an hour.
But legally, we are not a part of.
Legally, we do not approve of that. We're not telling you to do that. Wink.
Yeah.
Wink. Are you implying that Rhett and Link's great creations are not all extempore?
I don't know what that means, Cordell.
Tempora?
Extemporaneous. They did it on the spot in the moment.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, they do have writers that like come up with ideas for them sometimes.
The illusion is shattered.
Like they don't just sit there and like a few years ago, they don't just sit there and be like, there's a horse on set. What if we learn how to shoe a horse? Like they have to plan these things.
Yeah, and they're a part of the writer's room, of course.
Yeah, they are in the writer's room.
I just don't know what to believe anymore.
They've been doing YouTube for what, like 15, 16 years? Probably.
They've been going for as long as I've known about YouTube.
They are actually the longest running daily show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dang.
I remember just Rhett and Link. I watched them from the OG, from the beginning. And I
remember the video that caught my attention from them was the Epic Rap Battle of Manliness, which was a video they did. That was the one that it spread like wildfire in our youth group room, and we all became obsessed with Rhett and Link. And that was it.
I remember the Cornhole song. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh,
that was pre the manliness shit. That was
there was also the barbecue song,
and they talk about Arkansas, which is crazy.
They do, yeah, and that was fun. Well, it was also it was just fun because I remember the barbecue song specifically because I am very opinionated about regional barbecue and where is the best barbecue. Very opinionated about this. And
well, now I need to hear this opinion.
North Carolina barbecue is easily one of the best barbecues. The vinegar-based sauce provides some contrast between the super smoky meat. On the flip side, like on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Memphis-style barbecue, which has the sweet sauce, sweet/sometimes spicy sauce. And I think that is also very good. The worst barbecue that I've ever had is California barbecue. I think that is a stain to the name barbecue. I don't want to pay $25 for 2 pieces of brisket and a piece of toast.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And the brisket was dry and bad.
And barbecue has enough stains on its own.
Yeah. And as a current Alabama resident, Alabama white sauce is not good on pork barbecue, but it is incredible on chicken.
Yeah, what is the base of that?
Alabama white is mayonnaise and apple cider vinegar based. Apple cider vinegar, usually a hefty amount of pepper. And some people put some MSG in there, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have yet to make it homemade, but there's some good brands. Duke's mayonnaise makes an incredible Alabama white that you can buy in stores. It's really good.
Hell yeah. You know what else is really good?
Huh.
When we read reviews and they're really bad, so guess the movie.
I genuinely like that this is showing up more and more because it makes me like bounce every time I think about it.
Yeah, you both seem to like it a lot, so I've been trying to.
I think it is fun. Also, I will say, just for the listeners at home, because we can see Cordell, he's doing a lot of bouncing and
Little
vibing.
Bouncy boy.
Little bouncy boy.
Just makes me happy.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is a 5-star review from Ian. They're just named Ian.
I hate
what a
Ian.
lame name.
All my homies hate Ian.
And it's the
No, I like Ian's in general.
It's the super normal Ian though with an I. I like Ian with an E.
Ian with an E. Come on the show.
Honestly,
any of you.
The one
he would do well.
The one that I'm thinking about,
the
really
one that
does
I'm
need to come
also
on the
thinking
show.
of. Yeah, he should come on the show.
He might be listening to this. If you're listening to this, you please. But okay. Here's the
we know
review.
he's a Nat Wonderful listener, so
this is a true fact. Okay. Dear God, this was boring. I wish I knew it was a stoner movie ahead of time. My thought process was always, blank probably has something to do with trains. The big reveal is that there's a specific drug called blank blank, which doesn't really tie into much anything.
Ding, 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 ding.
This felt
Pineapple
like it was
Express.
This felt like it was 9 hours long. Didn't even have a chuckle.
As soon as you said trains, I was like, it's Pineapple Express. I don't even gotta.
Could you imagine being the person who shows up to watch Pineapple Express really convinced it's about trains?
You look at James Franco on the poster and you think, man, he's wearing a drug rug. His eyes are red. He's got wild hair. What part of this screams trains?
Like just being such an innocent human being that you hear Pineapple Express and you're like, this is going to be the best train movie I've ever seen.
I so just want to see this pineapple get on a train.
Like, no, it's the Pineapple Express and all the drinks are pineapple flavored and they give you like pineapples.
I love pineapples. The pineapples are my favorite fruit, so I would actually love that.
I do love pineapple. I one time did get high on a train, so that was fun.
Was it a pineapple train?
No, but it was a pineapple edible, like pineapple flavored gummy. So it's even more thematic. Yeah. Took the train from Memphis to New Orleans, and about 30 minutes before I got on the train, just popped the edible.
Papa edible.
I think it was yeah.
I took a train to Memphis.
Who's that?
Who's this?
That was famed singer guy who took a train to Memphis.
Walking in Memphis.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who that was.
But Pineapple Express, right? Pineapple Express is fun. Weed has a lot
never
of
seen it.
Really weird names. And I thought since this is it's not really a 420 episode, but it kind of is, and we're having fun with it. Why don't we make up a weird name for weed?
Like a new strain?
We could do a new strain. We could do maybe a little slang term, a little gabagool, you know?
I'm gonna look up in the weed strain Leafly. That's the name of the website.
Is there a website for weed strains?
Yeah, it's called Leafly.
Yeah. Strains, names, and automobiles.
That's a good one.
No, that was pretty good. That was pretty great.
I'm out of here, sorry.
So, but Leafly, Cordell, so because I know that you are fairly new to the world of being around weed at all. And essentially what you can do is go into Leafly and put what effects you want from the weed, how long you want it to last. Do you want it to taste a certain way? And it will tell you the right strains to look for.
That is exactly like when I bought my new shoes. I went on the Hoka website and was like, here's my daily walking stuff I do, and here's how much I'm on my feet, and I want them water resistant, and they gave me the right shoes.
So Cordell, just for fun, I want to see I have Leafly up. I'm going to read some things to you, Cordell, and I want you to tell me which of these you want most.
This is like BuzzFeed. This is a BuzzFeed quiz.
It's a BuzzFeed. Yeah, this is like
this is a BuzzWeed quiz.
BuzzWeed.
This is a BuzzWeed quiz. Thank you so much. God,
Sammy, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
That's why
I need to like send you money because that was such a good joke. Watch your Cash App later.
Buy me
if
lunch.
I wasn't high, I just got high on that joke.
Oh my God. I can't. So I'm not joking. That is so fucking good. Right now, listeners, right now on air, let's go to my Cash App. And we're gonna.
Oh my
wait.
We're gonna
BuzzWeed. Give me money.
No. Let's see. How good of a joke was that? Let me. That was a good $10 joke. I'm not gonna lie about it. So
BuzzWeed, I'll say it a lot. Give me money.
I would have said 5, but shit. This is hilarious.
I'm BuzzWeed Pay. All right. So Sammy, you should get a Cash App notification any second now.
What the fuck? Did you just want
That's it.
Did you just want to buy me lunch and you just found a way?
No, you made a joke that was so good. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna send Sammy money for that joke. I don't know why that popped in my brain, but I was like, you know what?
Incredible.
There it is. Okay,
the brave new world of money for jokes. You're a professional comedian, Sammy.
At this point, you can say professional comedian.
A professional.
Yeah, $10.
Can't really see it, but there's $10 in my. That's incredible.
Incredible.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
Cordell, I'm gonna read some. These are the effects that the weed may give you: aroused, creative, energetic, euphoric, focused, giggly. We're gonna stick with those 6 because I feel like those are the most Cordell 6 of like things you might want.
Here's the deal. I'm pretty like I'm not a guy with the need to like not be present or like I'm not trying to escape anything. So I'm gonna go for aroused. If I'm gonna do pot, it's to get boning.
All right, so
Horny
helps with these are diseases it can help with. I'm gonna skip this because I feel like you don't need that. Effects to avoid: anxiety, dizziness, dry mouth, dry eyes, or I'm just reading the ones that are actually bad, or paranoid.
You don't want dry mouth.
Can I interject something really quick?
Since
you said Leafly, I decided I wanted to join you, right, and go on the website of Leafly and Strains. Caleb, you're Caleb. Cordell said arousal, so I clicked on it. And there's a little paragraph that I just want to read at least the first sentence, because at least the first 3 words is probably the greatest thing I've ever heard. Cannabis is pansexual.
Oh,
it's for everyone.
I just came.
Young and old. Oh my God.
Also,
oh my God.
Last question. Before I read you some of the strain names that are good for Cordell. And I put, so far, it's arousal and you want to avoid dry mouth. Those are the 2 qualifiers we have.
Both.
Do you want to be...
If you're wanting to get frisky, you don't want a dry mouth.
And if I click low level of high, it only brings it down to 2 possible strains. So I'm eliminating that because then there's a lower chance of getting funny ones.
If I'm getting high for sex, I'm okay with getting real high.
Would you like to be medium or high?
I mean, In for a penny, in for a pound.
You want
High.
you
Going
want
for high.
you want the mid or
All
you
right.
want the loud?
I
All
want to
right.
be loud if I'm getting like super stoned for sexy times.
I want to be really loud.
Okay, so for arousal, avoiding
Yeah.
dry mouth, and a high level of being high, there are 56 strains that Leafly recommends.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with some of the least crazy ones and then build up. So there is cereal milk, which I've had. It is very pleasant. I like it.
Nice.
Were
White
you aroused?
truffle. Yeah, it helped. Anyway,
Okay.
white truffle,
Ooh, my God. Okay.
pink rosé,
Oh.
and the last of the not wild ones, berry pie.
That sounds.
Ooh.
Pink rosé sounds like the most like, hey, turn the lights down low, get a candle.
Now, here's where we get into some wild ones for you, Cordell.
Yeah.
How would you feel about smoking some space monkey?
So I have an anecdote.
Oh, okay.
Space Monkey is both like, ha ha ha, like fun weed name, but it is also a thing you can do without drugs. You can do a Space Monkey. Have you ever heard of this?
No. What?
So Space Monkeys are where you like hyperventilate on purpose and then have someone like push on your chest to make you exhale quickly, and it makes you dizzy because of oxygen deprivation. There was a time a couple weeks back where the clients got really big into doing Space Monkeys, and we had to be like, this is literally unsafe, stop.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shit. People be desperate.
the next one, pie ho.
Oh,
Hey, that is just me as a human.
I'm a pie hoe.
I'm a pie.
And then I have three more for you. Donnie Burger.
What's up, Donnie Burger? How are you doing? That's Stoney Baloney's brother.
Please, my grandfather was Donnie Burger.
Gator Breath. And
Gator.
probably my favorite ever, and I'm going to click learn more about this. This one is called Cheetah Piss.
Cheetah
Piss
piss.
play. Some people are into that.
And the upsides are that you will feel aroused, giggly, and uplifted.
Okay, that sounds way more pleasant than the name Cheetah Piss would imply.
The downsides are some people experience paranoia. There's also some anxiety and dizziness.
Well, could paranoia be sexy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're all in agreement paranoia could be very sexy, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You know what? So, Cordell, I'm going to recommend you actually a blend of two. I'm going to recommend that you blend some Cheetah Piss with another great one, Jet Fuel Gelato, because that cuts down on the paranoia. So you can kind of get a little bit of a blend. And just for you two's enjoyment, I will send Leafly in the text chat so Cordell can maybe look later and just see what this website looks like, because it's very professional. It is wildly professional.
Yeah.
Well, when
It's
you're in the
gotta
weed
be.
biz, you gotta have professionality.
Yeah. Last week, so Olivia and I go to the farmers market quite often, and this week there was a lady there just selling weed gummies, and what a brilliant time. Just a grand
Is that the story?
That was the story. So
I
let's
like
name
the
our
story.
own weed. Let's name our own weed.
Let's name our own weed. I really like them when like Donnie Burger.
Donnie Burger.
Like when it sounds like a guy you might meet mixed with just a fun one, just like a food, like a guy and a food mixed.
There's also like a few of my favorites to smoke are like Skywalker OG.
I have some Skywalker OG.
Star
in,
Killer.
Delta 8. Don't have Star Killer. No.
That sounds
There's
so
Purple
cool.
Haze. Yeah, there's a lot.
Why you got cool names like that?
The best strains I've ever smoked, top 3, Death Star.
Yeah. Fair.
Which is a mix of Star Killer and Skywalker OG.
These names are ludicrous, and I love them.
I'm gonna put Granddaddy Perp
Yeah,
up there.
that's a classic. That's another classic.
That's a classic one. And
I'm gonna put one up for
honestly,
contention after
Runts.
I don't know if
like
I've ever
White
really
Runts?
had Runts.
White Runts is really, I think it's called White Runts.
Blue Dream is pretty sick too. Pretty baller.
I've got a good name for a strain.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah, just her name.
Just her. Hi, Sasha.
She's homely, but sweet, and very, very relaxing and warm. It's Sasha.
Miss Sasha. I'm
out of my depth today, friends.
Mine is Frederick Donaldson.
That's like
That's a harsh one.
normal dude on the streets and a freak in the sheets.
Here's my pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Skywalker. We have Death Star.
Yeah.
Where's the Star Trek names?
Oh, like your Voyagers, your
So
Kirks.
here's my idea.
Your Clarks.
It's called Enterprise 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Enterprise 2 in my brain is like, it's similar to like White Runts, which White Runts is incredible. It gives you, it's like a tingly feeling. You kind of melt into the couch a little bit and you're just real happy.
Nice.
But you may have some dry eye afterward.
Okay.
Is my experience. And it is known as one of the most powerful medicinal marijuana painkillers. It's really good if you have chronic pain. So that is what I think is that it is like White Runts of a type of effect. It's like I'm just gonna feel good for like 2 hours.
You know what's another good just from Star Trek? Mind Meld.
Oh yeah. Vulcan Nerve Pinch.
Ooh.
Like
Mind
that's
Meld
gonna put you out.
Mind Meld is not a strain.
Why is it not?
There's Mind Flayer, Mind Fiesta, and Turbo Mind Warp.
I would.
Why
love
would you?
Mind
Why
Flayer.
would you use a weed named Mind Flayer? That feels.
But it's supposed to help you sleep.
It's a sleepy
Oh,
time.
okay.
Tingly,
It's
relaxed.
a sleepy weed. It's a sleepy weed.
Helps with anxiety and depression.
I've got a pitch for a weed name.
Okay,
and
okay.
I got a piss
It's
for
my
weed.
ex-wife.
My next wife.
Oh, they're two opposing strains.
My ex-wife is one of the ones that you just kind of like mellow out and just kind of go like
It's very
in the
CBD heavy.
very CBD heavy. My next wife, very THC
Very
heavy.
THC floaty, maybe a little arousal.
Yeah,
I'm a
Arousal.
big into the arousal part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point if you're not gonna feel some feelings?
So the other night I got pretty high. And it was very funny because Olivia was laughing at me because for some reason, every time I got up to go do something, I did not want to stand still. I felt the urge to dance. So I was dancing a lot as I was
Yeah.
like trying to eat cheese. And Olivia was kind of laughing at me. It was a good time. I also watched Everything Everywhere All at Once for the first time fully while I was fully baked.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Such
time.
a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cordell, you need to watch it later. Wink.
I've seen it. Oh, but while the high,
Yeah.
which I may or may not be, can't tell. I'm really good at acting.
Do we so okay, we
Dewey
have a few
Decimal
good
System.
names. Mind Meld, I love. Mind Meld, Enterprise 2, also my next wife and my ex-wife.
Yeah. All those are incredible. Now throw some slang terms around. Like
Some slang terms for
grass,
weed.
You know, dope. Goo ga.
Girth.
grunge.
I feel like all the good ones have been taken when it comes to nicknames for
That's
weed.
fair.
Because ganja slaps. Ganja is such a
Ganja
good
is
nickname.
sick.
Like, that's the best weed name.
Give me the ganja.
Genuinely. Ganja, I really like, I'm a big fan of gas. I think that's
Yeah.
fun.
I love a gas.
I like the nicknames like Devil's Lettuce, where it feels like it is both mocking and or actually invented by fundamentalists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it feels like a condemnation that people have spun to be their own thing.
It's become a
jazz
parody.
cigarette.
That's incredible.
Jazz
I love a
cigarette.
jazz cigarette.
That's the real cellar door.
That's so
That's
fancy.
cellar door.
Jazz cigarette is more beautiful than cellar door.
Caleb, you're right. It is. Yeah, yes,
Jazz
correct.
cigarette.
Jazz cigarette.
Also, giggle gas.
Oh,
Giggle gas.
Giggle gas, I've
Yes.
heard. Even just the fact that weed is a nickname for it. That is so potent. It's
Yeah.
such a good nickname that
Yeah.
it has almost become the de facto name.
yeah.
Even pot.
Like, that's-
pot is
pot.
pretty good too.
Pot is really
Pot.
good stuff.
The sticky icky.
Chronic.
Chronic. Yes. There's so many
There's
good
already-
nicknames for
yeah.
weed.
Reefer.
My ex-wife.
My ex-wife.
My ex-wife. Even just, okay, let's be honest. One of the old school phrases for addiction is monkey on your back.
Yeah.
That makes addiction sound so fucking fun.
Like, if I had a monkey backpack,
I would love that. Are you kidding me? I would love
That
a
would
little
be
monkey.
sick.
I would love it, except I'd seen Nope, and that ruined monkeys for me for
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
It'd have to be a little monkey.
You have to be a little
Like a
baby
little-
monkey.
Like a little lemur.
Like a little
well, the
Zaboomafoo.
little ones have easier access to your eyes.
Well, I have glasses.
That's not going to stop a little monkey.
Well,
What if the monkey took off your glasses and put them on and did a little dance wearing your glasses?
and then kicked
But
me
then-
in the eyes. And
But
ripped
then
my-
here's the issue. What if that little dance killed you?
worth it.
Worth it.
I'm
Worth
on that
every-
Jolly Green Joy smoke.
that.
I have a website open.
Oh my god! I never heard that one.
Jolly
But holy
Green.
fuck, that's
really good. I just thought of another good one, and
Yeah.
I think American Hustle.
Ooh,
I
Like, that
love
just
that.
feels
That's a-
really good.
that's a strain. That's a sativa.
yeah,
That's definitely
sure.
a sativa.
Whatever that means.
So
It's definitely-
sativas are the more energetic highs. Indica couch is the classic saying.
Mhm. And then there's hybrids, which is kind of you blend both to get
Get
something.
exactly what you
Also,
want.
indicas tend to be more purple, if I'm remembering. Like they tend to have
Yeah.
a purpler color to the bud.
Yeah,
I love weed. Can we just?
weed is pretty.
I just
pog.
love weed. It's so good.
I wouldn't know. I've never done a weed. Or have I?
Shady.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've been playing a new game.
What?
Game?
It's called Dredge.
Oh,
Have I mentioned this on the show yet? Or
Not on
no,
the
I
show.
mentioned it in passing.
You
So
I
mentioned
think
it
we
off the
talked about
show.
it in Discord. Yeah.
it's like it's a newer indie game, and it's you have a boat,
Your boat.
right? You're like a ship captain guy with a boat, and you're on your way to this new island, and then you shipwreck because like rocks came out of nowhere, even though you were right below the lighthouse. And then the mayor is like, "Hey, yo, how about you, my good friend? Like, you work here, pay off your ship, and then you just are the town fisherman." So you do it, and like the whole game is you going around fishing, but at the same time that you're going around fishing, you are also discovering like, oh, there's this creepy shipwreck, and oh, there's this weird dude in another island who wants me to gather like strange objects I find. Like, it's basically just Lovecraftian that slowly gets worse and slowly gets creepier the entire time. And I really like it. Like, if you're fishing during the day, you're chill, but the moment the night starts to come in, it gets spooky and creepy out on the water, and you like start to panic. So you have like a panic mechanic, which is another weed name.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And so it's just really neat. And I like it a lot.
I'm looking at
having
the art
a good time
for
with it.
And the art style intrigues me.
The style is really, really nice. Like, it's
It
just got a
seems
very
like
pleasant style.
A dark cell shade style,
Ooh,
you know?
Yeah.
Like kind of like, and not to like switch topics at all. So,
No, yeah.
Like Wind Waker-esque, like that
it's
very
got a lot of
dark
that.
style.
Yeah. Painted.
How much is this game?
I bought it. It was like 20 something, 30 something bucks. Like, it was pretty cheap as far as games go, and I really enjoyed it.
$24.99 on Steam.
Yeah. The DLC was like 26.
This is an advertisement for Dredge. Go buy Dredge. Also,
I'm really enjoying
people
it.
Pay us.
I'm having a good time. And it's the right amount of like just getting stuff done and doing your job and enjoying the mechanics of the game as you like upgrade your ship and upgrade your fishing equipment and upgrade everything, while you're also slowly starting to like deal with whatever messed up thing is happening in this area. It's really, really cool.
So, Cordell, I am a big fan of the game Stardew Valley. And that game has a fishing mechanic in it that, to be quite frank, sucks absolute dog shit. And I will, if I ever meet Concerned Ape, I am going to ask him why he decided to make what should be an easy part of the game so goddamn hard. How is the fishing mechanic in the game?
I think it's really neat. Granted, I'm still using the less good like fishing equipment, so I don't know how it works, but basically it gives you like a circle and there's sections of it, and then there are sections that are green, and depending on the fish, that's how many sections that are green that show up and like the shape of the path. And basically you click the button when you pass through the green. And then you do that enough and you catch the fish. It's easy. It's intuitive. The only real downside to it, I'd say, is that, well, it's not even a downside. It's just a consideration. If you're bad at it, more time passes.
Okay.
So like time in the game doesn't pass unless you're actively doing a thing. But while you're actively doing a thing, time passes pretty quickly, and so you got to get back by nighttime. So if you're bad at the fishing or the dredging or whatever you're going to do, then you're going to find yourself in trouble as night appears quickly and like, ooky spooky, you know?
I love games that use time as a resource like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fishing mechanic's really good. And it's like you dredge up shipwrecks and stuff to get parts for your ship. Like, it's really neat.
I am going to look into that because that very much looks like a game I would play.
I would say it's very worth buying. Emily and I just like, I sat and she watched me play, and just the amount of strategy of like, as I get these resources, what am I spending them on first? Like, the resource management is cool, but the mystery alone, and like the more you get to know the townsfolk on the different locations, the more missions they can send you on and the more quests, and just, it's just real neat.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It looks real good and fun.
I'll probably pick it up on Switch, honestly.
That's what I did. And the gameplay's great.
Nice. Yeah, because I'm a big Lovecraftian
Same.
fan.
Oh yeah.
And so the fact that there is a Lovecraftian fishing game,
Yeah, it's super good.
fucking it. On Switch, it is $26.99 for the digital deluxe edition, which comes with the DLC.
That's not bad.
It's not at
Not
all.
at
And
all.
the deluxe edition has some like DLC thingamabob where you are you basically find this shack on an island with 2 extra items in it from the get-go, and one of them is like the arterial engine is what it's called. And it is essentially like it beats in time with your heart and has this weird heart connected to it. And the other one is like a strange talisman that apparently calls out to something in the ocean. Have no clue what they do for you, but like the DLC just adds these 2 creepy items that I'm scared to use.
Oh my god. Okay,
Pick up, Dredge.
I have some quick breaking video game news that happened while we were recording. So you know the game. Have you ever heard of the game Lethal League Blaze to start out?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and how about Jet Set Radio?
I
Familiar.
Okay. Well, basically the people that made Lethal League Blaze, which is one of my favorite games, made a game similar to Jet Set Radio, which is like an open world, like you do kind of just skate around, do crazy shit, have fun, right? So they're coming out with this game and it's called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
That's the most Sammy game I've ever heard.
Yeah, and
already.
they, while we are recording, dropped the release date, which is August of this year, 18th. So I'm now fucking pumped.
Birthday.
A week after your, oh my god. Happy birthday to you a week later, and then I'm gonna buy the game.
The future day of birth.
The future birthday.
I am also very excited about a game. And I think most people that have ever met me and spoken to me for more than 5 minutes are gonna know I am excited for this game. Because it's Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I am so fucking ready.
I'm so pumped.
I'm so ready. As we speak now, we are be 21 to 23 days away.
It's so
from
close.
It launching.
I didn't know it was that soon.
May 12th. I have it on pre-order. I have it set. The Switch is set to download it as soon as it hits midnight. It is. I'm so. My body is so ready for this. Some fun facts, because now, if you have not seen the latest trailer for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, go watch it. It's incredible. It is breathtaking. I cried the first time I saw it. I will not lie. And me and my brother both cried and spent all day texting each other, theorizing and texting about things. Tears of the Kingdom is the first time in 22 years. Like pretty close. Let me double check.
Okay.
Because I may have gotten the release date wrong in my head.
I think I might know what you're about to say, but I want to.
Okay, I was way off. Okay. It's close to 20 years. It is before 10. It's like 17 or 18 years. But close to 20 years since we have seen Ganondorf in a main line Legend of Zelda game.
What about all the... What?
Good question,
Isn't he
Cordell.
always around?
Good question, Cordell. In the Ganon and Ganondorf are 2 separate characters.
Yeah.
That's silly and dumb.
So
no,
it's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
Because they're connected.
They're connected. So Ganon is like when it's basically like the demon version of Ganondorf. He is the one you see more often. So, but Ganondorf is just the Gerudo King.
Yeah.
So
these are words I understand.
Okay.
No, carry on. Don't
so
let my ignorance harm this.
No, you're good. This is the first time in like close to 20 years since we've seen Ganondorf in an actual mainline game.
Yeah, was the last game
Twilight Princess.
Twilight, yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess was the last time we saw it. And so that's it. If you look at a Legend of Zelda game and you see a green dude with red hair that is like huge nose and like a big sword, that's Ganondorf.
Yeah.
If you see it and you look and be like, that looks like a literal demon, or that looks like a pig man.
Yeah.
That's Ganon.
So I thought Ganondorf was just like, I don't know. I thought they got lazy and quit calling him Ganondorf when they were like, oh, it's Ganon. I was like, oh, they don't want to say the whole name.
Nah,
like when Harry
It's
Potter starts calling Voldemort Vold, and you're like, yeah.
Voldy.
So think of it like, I'm trying to think of a good example. My mind is spacing right now because I'm too focused on Tears of the Kingdom.
We don't have to. This is fine. My ignorance shouldn't ruin this.
And the person voicing Ganondorf,
oh my god,
is Matt fucking Mercer.
Matt Mercer, come on the show.
It is beautiful. Oh my god, if Matt Mercer came on the show, I would nut. I would literally just nut.
I could die a happy woman.
If any member of Critical Role came on this show, I would
Marisha,
nut.
come talk about
Let's be real.
Creator Clash.
Come talk about Creator Clash. Come talk about. I think she won her fight.
She didn't, sadly. But
dang,
she got the Unsung Hero Award because I think
that's what matters.
Yeah, she did so well. It was insane.
But I'm just so excited for this game. There's so many little things that have been spoiled, like not spoiled, but like teased at and stuff that make me so happy because I think because of Tears of the Kingdom, we can actually make a timeline placement for both games.
Ooh, and for Breath of the Wild too?
For Breath of the Wild as well, because this is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild. So some of the information from Tears of the Kingdom will influence where it goes on the timeline. Specifically, there's a moment in the trailer where you see this giant, like, thing rising out of the sand, and it looks like a building. It looks like a temple, if I may be so bold, because I think we're going to see the return to temples and dungeons proper.
Ooh, yeah.
It looks, based off the placement of where it looks like it is, which is going to be, I know I spent way too much time analyzing this trailer. The placement of it looks like it is going to be in the southwest corner of the map in the Gerudo Desert, but further away from Gerudo Town and more east of it, more towards the mountains. It looks like it's going to be Arbiter's Grounds, which is where Ganondorf in Twilight Princess they tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And he took the sword from one of the seven sages, killed one of the seven sages, and then was expelled into the Twilight Realm. I think we're gonna see Ganondorf just taking revenge for how many times he's been killed and how many times he's had to repeat this cycle over and over.
Can I take a step back from this beautiful, beautiful lore and talk about what I think is going to be my highlight for this game? Because I never played Breath of the Wild. I tried it.
Oh my God, you have to.
I got off the plateau and said, this is overwhelming. And so I stopped.
If I send you hey, here's the things you need to do.
Yes.
This is the best order to do them.
I'll play.
Okay.
And can I tell you my tragic story real quick? Because it's very short.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a gamer. I'll just play it in hero mode. And so I played it throughout the entire game until the very end and cannot beat Ganon because hero mode kicks your ass so fucking hard that I haven't beaten it, but I've done everything except for Ganon in hero mode. So I think that's worth something.
It's worth
I will tell you, Sammy, I, as the Legend of Zelda expert of this podcast, am going to say you beat the game.
Yes!
That's beautiful.
Finally!
I do actually hold the opinion, though, that if you get to the final boss and can't beat the final boss, you have won.
You have one.
Like
I do legitimately
care.
think
Like
that.
if you've legitimately won a game, if you've gotten to the final boss, you don't have to win that fight. If you feel like you should, great. You don't have to.
Dude, that fucking camel was a bitch.
I've
In hero, think about it in fucking hero mode, Caleb.
I've beaten the game in hero
Okay.
mode.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry.
And I'm not saying that as like a here's me bragging.
no,
I'm
no.
saying I've done
You
it, so I
understand.
know the horror of trying to defeat Thunder Blight in hero mode.
And that was my first time playing through the game. But okay, Cordell. Back to Cordell.
So I never played Breath of the Wild, but I really liked all the neat powers you got because Emily's played it a lot, so I've watched her play.
Okay.
Looking at the mechanics that they have brought in for Tears of the Kingdom, it very, very much looks like they are way more out there and powerful than any of the other mechanics that they had done. And so,
yes.
what I like about that, what I'm a big fan of as a Cordell, I'm a big fan of when everything is so strong that it levels out again. Like everything's nutty enough and crazy enough that you're like, oh yeah, this is chill. Like, that's what I'm excited about is whenever like you're fighting mechs and like using your attacks to like send an attack back. Like the game's so crazy. It's like in Stormlight Archive, Brandon Sanderson books. I'm going through the series now. They have like swords called shard blades that can cut through literally everything with no resistance. And so if it's non-living, they slice through it with no resistance. If it's living, they sever the soul and then they can slice through it with no resistance. And like those are like in that world, and everything else is so crazy strong that they're scary, but they're not like the end all be all.
So
and that's fun.
That's so dope.
I love it. So that was part of the thing with Breath of the Wild is it's the strongest that the game has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that was that they introduced a chemistry system which lets you cook food, which lets you do like this crazy stuff. That it's also like, hey, if you use a lightning arrow and shoot it into water, just getting into the physics of it, there appears a complete sphere around where you shot the arrow that does 40 damage to everything within the sphere.
What?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah, for real. These are I'm like the deep diving shit that I've done into this game is unreal. But here's a brief rundown for you, Cordell, and then I can type this and send it to you if you want.
Yeah, like I want to know.
Get off the Great Plateau.
Yeah.
Go to Kakariko Village. Talk with Impa.
Okay.
That is the first 3 things you need to do.
Sweet.
That will set the rest of the game up for you.
Awesome.
There are 4 divine beasts. It does not matter which order you do them in. I actually suggest doing the Gerudo one first, because whichever one you do first will have the least amount of hit points, and that is the hardest one to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So attacking it with less hit points makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I actually suggest working, once you do Gerudo, go clockwise around the map for the divine beast. So you'll wind up doing the camel, the bird, the lizard, the elephant. Is kind of the 4. After that, there are some ancient memories you can find and unlock that makes it to where you understand the lore and the story a bit more, and why Zelda sacrificing herself to keep Ganon in place until Link can get out and recover is important. It also shows you some backstory around the 4 champions. It shows you like how there are these guardians in the game, and Zelda is one of the people that discovered the guardians, and she put a lot of time into researching them, and they were actually going to use them to defeat Ganon until Ganon corrupted them. So you learn like these small details that are like, man, they were really about to actually end this thing. They just did not know how powerful Ganon is.
So basically, there is a direct plot that you could just take and beat it, and then there's a lot of informational side quests and completionist things.
If you want to, you can go straight from the Great Plateau to Hyrule Castle, beat Ganon, beat the game.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how a lot of speedrunners do it.
That is a lot of, that is just how speedrunners do it, if they're doing any percent.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
There is just a lot of stuff that you can do and stuff that it's just fun to discover.
Yeah.
Like there are 3 labyrinths on the map that are A, legitimately hard to get to, B, legitimately hard to solve how to get through the labyrinth, but then there's a shrine in the middle that each one of the shrines gives you a piece of armor that is called the barbarian armor, and if you put all 3 pieces on, it multiplies your attack by 3.
What? Well, okay, you're getting me excited. I need to finish Dredge, and then I'm going to play Breath of the Wild in time for Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, you've got 23 days. It's possible to beat it. And if you get stuck at any point,
I have you.
You have me, who is the person that's going to tell you, hey, here's what you're doing wrong. Here's how you fix it.
Hey, Cordell, you suck. Here's what's up.
Wait,
say, yes, chef.
What if we figured out a way for you to stream it at least one time for the year of us being a podcast?
Have part of the stream be Caleb Coach's Legend of Zelda.
That could be fun.
I mean, that's fair.
Fun.
Also, like I think the best streamers are the ones who are like kind of bad at games, and that's me. I'm kind of bad at games.
So then let's fucking do it. That's
Deal.
perfect.
Deal. You got you got me.
We will figure out how to do it.
Do it.
We'll do it.
Also to acknowledge it, Nintendo, stop taking down people's shit.
Yeah. I will,
and we can.
We'll just say this because we don't need to fully get into it. Just watch Point Crow's video. Point Crow is a very big video game YouTuber. Go watch his most recent video about it. Nintendo's being shitty again, as they normally are. But we're still hyped for the game because goddamn, and just Matt Mercer as Ganondorf is
Also like the fact that we're gonna get an in-depth look at the Zonai tribe, we're gonna get the fact that there is a potentially a Sky Island, a actual Hyrule, and then caverns below Hyrule. I am rock fucking hard for this game. You know what else I'm rock hard for?
What?
I'm rock hard for Psychobilly Freakout by the one and only Reverend Horton Heat, who just absolute banger of a track off the album. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And legitimately, listeners, if you haven't gone and listened to it, go listen to it. It's a banger of a track.
It's a real good song.
Like actually just good song.
If you think this podcast is good, then you should like rate and review us. If you would be so kind.
Yeah. Do it. And if you want to tell us what you think directly in a very direct format, the ghosts are all gone, and that's okay.
Not yet. We still have a few, I think, right?
Oh, do we? Do we have any left over?
Let me check. Bethany.
I think we still have like 3.
Bethany, how many of you are there? Okay, so 1 ran away. So it's just Bethany and 1 more.
Okay.
Who may or may not be Scrimlord.
Well, I think Bethany is about to go because we got an email.
This one is from Carson, former guest of the show, probably future guest. Oh my gosh. Carson, come talk about birds.
Come back on birds.
Talk about birds.
Wait.
All right. Hello, Junk House podcast foodies. Did you know that the famous Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans uses approximately 5,000 pounds of powdered sugar in a week? which is about 260,000 pounds a year or 130 tons. I did know that, but there's more to this email. And did you know that when you order fajitas at a restaurant like Chili's or Ale House, they aren't actually steaming hot. They usually pour some water on the hot skillet so it makes it go steamy. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, maybe next time I send more food facts, but I'll probably forego. P.S. My rash is gone. I ended up putting some sweet and spicy barbecue sauce on it. Thank you for the recommendations. Happy podcasting and fooding.
I just want to say that one of the Google generated possible responses is sounds yummy.
So yeah, there's thanks. I'll check it out. Thanks for the tip. Sounds yummy.
So Carson, sounds yummy.
I was about to just reply to the email and be like, sounds yummy.
Yeah, just send it. If you want to email us food facts, fun facts, pet peeves, I
did it.
Hell yes.
Just email us if you're high. Just do it. Let us know.
Do it.
And you can do that at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com.
And as we say every week, hey Cordell, are you high? Are you high?
No.
We got you. Fuck you.
I
was the high one. Sammy was the high one the whole time.
Sounds yummy.
Fuck you.
Go lick a butt, fuckers.